Good morning and welcome back to the Big C Invitational. Got these week 4 matches. Getting ready to watch these with you guys. A little bit later on the video than past weeks. Had a nice fun weekend down in Hogtown with the boys. Shout out to Ricky and Logan for letting us stay at their place. Had a nice time playing some Wii games, Wipeout and Mario Kart. A little bit of inspiration for this soundtrack today. These week 4 after today's matches, we have it's about only 3 weeks left, so this is pretty much the midpoint of the season. So everyone's ramping up, getting ready for playoffs, competing for that coveted top 2 spot to get a playoff bye, and trying to stay away from bottom 2, trying to stay alive. We got 2 of those players here today for match 1. Jack is in a comfortable first place. I believe with a win today would pretty much clinch playoffs. I think you can't really go get 6th or 7th or 8th place with 4 wins. So looking very strong here. I know I talked to him earlier. He's trying to get a perfect season though, so definitely still playing for pride. Manny is currently in the playoff race right now. Going into this, I believe he is 1-2. So needs to get a few other wins underneath his belt in order to really secure a spot in there. Probably going to come down to the wire with this one. Alright, without further ado, let's get into this matchup. See if Manny's offensive spikes team can wear through. Ooh, leading off with a Metacham matchup. It's a Cloister. Yeah, Choice Band Brick Break just going to one-hit KO that Cloister. That's not a great start for Manny. Not going to get spikes down early. He's going to really halt a lot of his momentum. Probably a Leech Seed here into the Blissey. Going to heal up a ton for the Sceptile. I mean, Sceptile can just permanently make substitutes now. Moving against Alakazam, I believe Sceptile's fast, or Sceptile is slower, but does have the substitute coming up. Must be a Speed Tie. Switching up might not have fire or ice coverage. We'll just switch shenanigans going on here. Without spikes, you can really see how Jack's team can just... He has the walls to just weather a lot of Manny's offensive threats here. And that Thunder Wave, ooh, into Typhlosion and Sceptile, very crippling. Manny's team does not want to get slowed down. All of these are Sceptile and Typhlosion kind of just bait for Metacham. Yeah, Sceptile being paralyzed means it can't abuse that sub-seed combo. Going to heal up a ton off this Blissey, but is not really going to accomplish much for the rest of this match. Blastoise doesn't mind being paralyzed quite as much. Already not the fastest. Blissey getting quite low. Softball's going to heal back up though. Blastoise cannot threaten it. With the Leech Seed on though, Blissey not going to be able to kill the Blastoise. Surf doing some not great damage into Swampert. Just going to stall with Protect. Paralyzed anyways. Not going to matter. Blissey coming back in. Blastoise is just unable to do anything, unable to move at all. Jack's going to switch out on with this T-Wave. Was that 3 paralyzes in the row right now? 4 in a row. That's horrible luck, honestly. Not sure what the math is on that, but that's not likely to happen. Wouldn't be changing much anyways, as Blastoise quite literally cannot threaten this Blissey. Exchanging a few roars. Looks like Jolteon must not have HP. Grass. Jack's scouting for it anyways. Not sure if Ice Beam kills there, but best to just not risk it. Ice Beam from Blissey definitely going to take the KO. And momentum is not in Manny's favor. He just has no way to get through this Blissey. with pretty much all special attackers and no spikes. Full team of paralyzed Pokemon. Manny's team not looking long for this world. Some good scouting from Jack, knowing how important Blissey would be in this match, especially with paralysis spam to slow down all these fast offensive threats on Manny's team. So if that Blissey ever does go down, Medicham, I believe, Medicham and just takes it away, then yeah, Swampert, a good answer for that. One physical threat on Manny's team that can make progress. Good double-edged click there, knowing that Swampert might come in, but normal type lock-in against Dusclops is kind of tough. Medicham gets a free brick break here, and nothing can switch into that. Nice double edge again on the Swampert. This thing might actually go down. Once this goes down, you can... Rock Slide becomes way more threatening. Probably need to predict a switch out here into Dusclops to not lose momentum. Just going to keep clicking double edge. You need to keep Typhlosion alive until Dusclops goes down, or until Swampert goes down, so you can lock into a safe move. Typhlosion's setting up, but with paralysis, Blissey's just going to outspeed him. Unfortunate paralysis on for Manny here, but it would not have done much to the Blissey anyways. This thing's a blob. Aerodactyl forced to lock into, yeah, double edge, it's over. Dusclops, I mean, not going to do much to Fortress anyways, but Toxic to just seal the deal. Yeah, I think we're just gonna skip through the rest of this one. Just double edging, right? Yeah. Not much you can really do. Great game from Jack. Really just identified what the threats were on Manny's team and how to counter them. Manny losing that Cloister early really hurt him. If he was able to get some spikes down, might have been able to really pressure a lot of these walls. Jack with 6 grounded Pokemon. It does have a spinner in Fortress, but that can be threatened out by Typhlosion. And can take some decent damage from maybe a sneaky hidden power fire from Sceptile or maybe even Jolteon. Maybe consider running that in this matchup. But either way, it really shows how reliant on spikes Manny's team really is, and Jack with a lot of defensive answers. Jack moves on to 4-0 and I believe clinches playoffs. Congratulations, Jack. Manny at 1-3. We'll check the standings later, but it's going to be a tight race. Move on to the second match of the week. We have Jagon against Kevin. I believe Jagon is searching for. I want to say he's 2-. I want to say both these players are 2-2 or 2-1. No, excuse me. Jagon is... I'll have to check after this. Let's get into the match. Salamence, House of the Dragon fan, maybe. Into Gengar. Oh, nice. Switch into the Toxic. I was scared of a Gengar Ice Punch there. Might be easy to live a +1. Salamence. Nice move on Snorlax, taking the Shadow Ball. Might not want to stay in here. Brick Break is threatened by the crit, but does threaten back with a kill, so not super scared. And that might be the only thing that can threaten Snorlax on Kevin's team. Porygon 2 is going to be tickling this guy's setup bait. Barely out damaging leftovers, and Moltres not looking good here. Not enough. Trying to roar him out, but not enough HP to do so. Maybe could have gotten a burn or something. Claydol might be able to get something here with an explosion, but Shadow Ball is really threatening it. Yep, explosion from Claydol. Ooh, a crit. That might have mattered. I'm not quite sure on that. Gengar positioned well. I'm not going to threaten Gardevoir that much, and starting back with a Psychic, so overall a fairly quick matchup. Not looking great for Lemon Drop 64. Corvor starting strong with his coverage. Unfortunate Hydro Pump miss earlier, would have 2-hit KO'd. And Porygon 2 against the world with tracing the Trace to Levitate. Porygon 2 might be able to get some work done here. Definitely wins. Ooh, that social defense drop, not great. Could have won the 1v1 with Recover Spam maybe, but Arcanine might be carrying Toxic or a physical Arcanine, Iron Tail. Josh's Arcanine making another cameo appearance this week. Good win from Augie. Kevin kind of slipping after some strong 2-0 weeks. Has definitely had some 2 tough matches in Jack and Augie, but let's see if next week he can just kind of pull it back together. Overall, good match from Augie. Just identified that the Snorlax was really good into Kevin's team if you get a curse up. Heracross, definitely a scary stain on that Heracross though. I don't know how consistent that is, but with the +1 boost, I think it's so bulky. Alright, let's move on to. Oops, sorry about this one. This one sent in the wrong format, so might be looking a little bit weird. So we have Oscar down here on the left and Brandon on the right. Let me see if I can pop out this. Oh, there we go. That works. Alright, let's move on. Brandon searching for his first win. Oscar trying to stay out of playoff elimination. Also only has 1 win, so not a huge division between these players. Oscar trying to get some separation to stay in the race. Let's go for it. Yeah, Blaziken lead matchup, very scary into Flygon. Flygon actually something that does well into it, unless it's carrying Hidden Power Ice. Both guys opting for the switch out. Selby getting a Hidden Power Grass, but I'm going to take an Ice Beam fairly easily. Both these walls just trading some hits, and a double switch out again. I think, yeah, Hidden Power Bug should do a lot of damage to this Ludicolo, but Ice Beam might be able to, predicting the switch out into Leech Seed. Ludicolo has to be scared. That might be 2-hit KO range. Giga Drain not going to do too much. Must not be an Ice Beam Ludicolo. Now he's definitely going to fall into another Hidden Power Bug. Or switching out, predicting the switch. Let's see if Sarwalk can get up these screens combinations. Just setting up the special screen, that's all you need against Celebi. Leech Seed really going to put this Linoon on a timer, disincentivizing the Belly Drum. And Regirock not going to take much from any kind of Linoon set at all. And Power Ground doing definitely is a 2-hit KO, but Rock Side's going to finish him off. A lot of damage to that Regirock if he can maybe break through with Metagross and Flygon definitely geared up to break through now. Yeah, Choice Band Meteor Mash most likely. Gonna break through almost everything. Blaziken definitely threatens with a Fire Blast, Light Screen wearing off. But Melodic a good switch in. Blaziken might be carrying Thunder Punch again as we saw in earlier weeks. I don't know how much that threatens Melodic, but opting to switch out. Consistent switch. Rest from the Melodic, getting that Marvel Scale boost. Ludicolo getting that Leech Seed to just chip back up. Sweet Talk set. Surf is going to do absolutely nothing to Ludicolo, healing it up with just leftovers, and then Leech Seed on top of that. Giga Drain also quite threatening to the Melodic. Looks like a second Giga Drain might take this out depending on the damage roll. Alodic will be forced to switching out with Sleep Talk means that next time it comes in, it'll have to sleep twice. Ooh, nice Hidden Power Bug, it looks like on the Metagross. Covering the Celebi switch in. And taking care of Ludicolo. Blaziken Fire Blast missing. Doesn't necessarily want to stand on Melodic, even if it's Sleep Talking. Surf should do a lot of damage there, but Ludicolo and a nice switch in. Melodic doesn't mind staying rested with the defense boost. And we know this. This Metagross has some big damage and a super effective move on Ludicolo. So what is he going to click? Blaziken won't take much from Hidden Power Bug. Nice call out on that switch in, or call out on that move click. Not much wants to switch into Fire Blast or Sky Uppercut. That's the danger of Blaziken. Getting outsped here though, so forced to leave. I switch to Zapdos on the Earthquake. The Zapdos have Hidden Power Ice to cover this Flygon. I think Hidden Power Grass would also kill at this point. Oh, but it's slower than Flygon. And a flinch. Could have been a Roar Boat. Well, we'll never see because of that flinch. Rock Slide? Oh, must have been a Roar. Or a Speed Type. That's interesting. Scary Raikou coming on the Zapdos. Raikou definitely wins the 1v1. Oh, Hidden Power Ice. Interesting move choice. I'm not sure if he knew the Dragonite was in the back or not. But definitely gonna take out this Dragonite. Thunderbolt would have actually done more damage to Zapdos there, despite it not being super effective. That's how the math works. And this Raikou, looks like there's nothing left to do with this Raikou. Leech Seed gonna make Ludicolo live a little bit longer. Sap away Raikou's health, but still gonna die in 2 more hits. Or maybe not. 54%. Raikou needs a Calm Mind boost in order to sweep this game. With 1 Calm Mind, Raikou honestly could have just won the game. Won the game right there. Getting down to the wire. This is quite scary. Raikou's going to live 1 more Leech Seed after this. And Raikou definitely wins the 1v1. Raikou faster than Zapdos. Shona carries coverage. Ludicolo probably going to live this one, but on a sliver of HP. I wonder what this Ludicolo set is. What is this, that last move? It's probably not Ice Beam, might be a Rain Dance. Probably should have set up Rain Dance there in order to outspeed this Metagross and maybe threaten with a Surf. That honestly would have been a nice move from Oscar there. Blaziken, interesting. I thought Blaziken would have been faster than Metagross there. Wow, great battle from Brandon. Got his first win. With this, there are no more players searching for their first win. Maybe a little bit of a throw from Oscar there. If he did have Rain Dance there. Rain Dance would have been huge. And maybe could have brought it back, but overall great use of these Metagross and Raikou. Incredible offensive threats on Brandon's team. Finally getting the hang of it a little bit with this, along with these defensive walls. Milotic, and I think he's using more for an offensive Flygon set. But still fairly threatening into Oscar's team. Oscar did have an answer for the Lanoon, but Luna was able to punch a hard enough hole in Regirock for Metagross to finish the job. Alright, moving on to our last game of the week. We have August against Adam. Both these guys kind of in the middle of the playoff race right now. I know Augie got a big win last week and looking to keep that momentum alive. Adam has been looking fairly strong. After a loss in week 1, I think got 2 in a row. And looking to keep the momentum going forward, maybe challenging for a second place spot, maybe even providing a little bit of competition for Jack. Let's see how this one plays out. Oh, the Gyarados lead matchup against Doug Trio. Interesting choice. Adam may be trying to trap Tyranitar in with Doug Trio and eliminate the sand early against this team, but Gyarados a little bit uncommon of a lead matchup here, but definitely really good into Doug Trio. Nice switch onto Skarmory. Just gonna try Tyranitar. Intelligent move from Augie there. Adam's still gonna get a spike down and can switch out here to Vaporeon. Fire Blast missed, but wasn't gonna do much. Sand definitely keeping this Vaporeon from chip healing too much if it takes some chip damage, so everything's valuable, but I'm not sure how much Gyarados threatens this Vaporeon either, or Vaporeon to Gyarados. Gyarados Dragon Dancing up, quite scary, could carry HP Brock. Charizard not the best switch in here. Nice switch into Vaporeon, scouting that. That looks like HP flying damage to me. Still scary for Vaporeon. Scary Protect with Sandstorm up, you're actually not chip healing up with Protect, so not nearly as high value of a play. Skarmory though going to take not too much from that and can possibly roar out this Gyarados. Magneton coming in and roar to keep it out. Misdreavus taking it. First time Augie's brought this one. Letix, the uncommon brother of Steelix. Adam roaring, scared of this Magneton and chip healing, but Augie refusing to put in Magneton in hopes that it gets roared in. We have this Charizard versus Gyarados matchup again. Ooh, Charizard carrying. Super effective. Could be HP Electric. I would have thought HP Electric would do more than that, though. With 4 times. Regardless, scaring out. Skarmory getting a little more chip healing here. This thing is so annoying to kill. Rock Slide not doing too much. Predicting a Magneton switch in on that Skarmory. His one spike is big. Second spike, not too bad either. With this Paris song, not going to do too much to Skarmory. Skarmory wants to switch out anyways. Meadlook, though. Roaring in the Magneton. And then Skarmory's going to go down. Does have 2 spikes. Let's see if Adam can keep them up. Hitmonlee is a Rapid Spinner. Dugtrio going to trap the Magneton. Looks like it's an Endure Salix set from Augie. Going to threaten back with increased speed and HP Grass. And Dugtrio is eliminated. Great research from Augie there. Maybe could have switched out on Adam's side when he saw that, but not actually super easy of a switch out. Steelix gonna definitely tank this rock side, but threatened by Camerup's dual stabs. Fire Blast or Overheat would do a ton of damage there. And HP Rock into Charizard switch. Doing a lot. Ooh, protecting, I guess, anticipating a explosion, but honestly, Steelix is content just earthquaking here. No need to pull the trigger yet. Breloom coming in on an earthquake, taking a resisted hit. Good night, Sledix. Braylon possibly running a focus punch set here, but Misdreavus gonna match up well into Braylon. Let's see if it carries Hidden Power Ghost. Is behind a sub. Mean Look does fail if it's behind a sub. Definitely not Hidden Power Ghost there. Not sure what it is. Could be. I feel like that has to be a special Hidden Power. Physical Empower do a lot more damage. Parasong does go through Substitute though, putting this Braylon on a timer. But Braylon is not kept in. Has no way to threaten this Misdreavus, and Psychic does break Substitute, so Misdreavus could just wear this guy down. Braylon switching out. Misdreavus getting a Mean Look though on Vaporeon. But it's going to die next turn, so it has to switch out anyways. Hitmonlee. Substitute coming down from Vaporeon. Is going to get this Rapid Spin off. Vaporeon cannot stop that. But is going to get this Wish back up, so Vaporeon is going to stay alive. Focus Punch. Not doing too much. Vaporeon obviously going to attack there. And now, Hitmonlee really not long for this world. Surf doing enough to Gyarados to bring it down to Sandstorm range, and all of a sudden this is winnable from Adam's side. He just has to find a way to get through this Misdreavus here. Vaporeon is going to win this 1v1. Can't get Mean Looked in because of the Substitute. Augie just stalling out turns, maybe. I'm actually not sure what he's doing, honestly. The double protect into... Huh. Maybe just forcing the Vaporeon to switch out, I guess. Nothing wants to take a Surf here. And Misdreavus staying in and dying to the Parasong. Camera Protect, scary on Tyranitar, could have Dragon Dance there. Most likely not because it showed Fire Blast earlier, but still possible. And Vaporeon does not want to take an Earthquake from Tyranitar. Protect's just serving to stall out a turn, not really making any progress there, and yeah, it's dropping to an Earthquake. Breloom does threaten, but we know it doesn't have any fighting move besides Focus Punch, so... This Magneton is still alive. HP Fire going to drop its sub. Breloom can no longer substitute. And Hitmonlee, I believe, outspeeds Breloom, so Breloom should be dead here. Film the camera up on Rock Slide, good good click there. Definitely don't want to click Focus Punch in front of Breloom. Rock Slide gets it to a KO anyways. Or along with Earthquake, and Earthquake dropping Breloom down to Sandstorm range. And good win from August here. Bringing back the Augie title to one of its original owners. Let's take a look at the standings after this week. We got Jack at 4-0. Great differential. Will someone be able to take down the Beast? It remains to be seen. Hasn't really had too much competition so far. Seems to kind of be on a rampage. Some scary moments, but nothing too crazy. The next up we have Jagan at 3-1. Pretty good big win from him this week. Currently sets him up pretty nicely. I think he needs... I don't know if 3 wins can clinch playoffs here. He does have a nice differential. But regardless, 1 win would guarantee him into... Or 1 more win would guarantee him into the playoffs. Definitely is going to try and keep that number 2 spot, though, for the bye, which honestly is super important. Auto putting you into the semifinals really increases your chance of winning the whole thing. Also possibly dodging Jack in the semifinals if that's the case. Definitely has two good players at the top. And then next up we have Kevin and Adam tied at both at 2-2 with a +9 differential. So Kevin still hanging on to a top spot here. Actually, these should be 4 because of the way that it works. Just realized that. Same position, regardless. It doesn't really matter. Or I guess it would be 3. Anyways, we disregard this rambling. But if that's the case, then that would change these to both 7. This is besides the point. It doesn't really change any of the rankings, but just for my brain, I'd like to see it like this. But yeah, Kevin and Adam both within striking distance, and August at 2-2 as well, just losing out on differential. You see that +5 versus +9. So with wins, any of these guys could steal that number 2 spot. And we got a huge jump from Brandon in the rankings. We have 3 1-3 players in Brandon, Oscar, Manny. I believe Oscar has lost to both Brandon and Manny though, so not looking great for him. Both Oscar and Manny will definitely need another win to stay in the playoff race, as Brandon does have them beaten differential right now. So if all 3 of them lose out for the rest of the series, then Brandon definitely is the guy making playoffs. So huge win from him this week. And just for the record, the way that ties are going to work for playoffs is it's going to be head-to-head. So right now, Oscar would... It wouldn't matter for the last 2 because they would both be eliminated, so I wouldn't deal with that anyways. But say if Oscar had a +3 differential right now, because he lost to Brandon, he would get the lower ranking and therefore be eliminated. So Oscar absolutely has to get another win because he's losing the head-to-head against both Brandon and Manny right now. That playoff race is really heating up at the bottom there. I mean, with another win, they could start tying with some of these other guys, with August, Adam, Kevin. So it's still anyone's ball game. Only one player is safe right now, and it's Jack. 3 more weeks in the regular season. Let's see how these guys can go for it going forward. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next week. Stay tuned for some exciting games. Bye.